Hello guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ibini Ebikoya, also known as IB Codes. I am a software engineer and a lover of God. If you are a new subscriber, this is a channel where we talk about technology, lifestyle, and faith. So if that sounds interesting to you, please make it a point of duty to subscribe to the channel, like the videos, watch the videos, and drop your comments. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Also, let me wish you guys Merry Christmas in arrears and Happy New Year in advance. This video should be dropping shortly after Christmas and shortly before New Year. So compliments of the seasons, guys. So in this video, I want to do a very brief and short reflection or review of the year 2023. So basically, I will just be sharing like some of the things I learned, some of the insights I got, not in full details because I want this video to be as short as possible. So I'll just give a brief of some of the things I want to share. So as I would be sharing some of these insights and lessons, I hope they help you in one way or the other. If I want to put 2023 in one statement, I would say 2023 was a year of growth and adventure for me. I learned a lot. I grew a lot in different aspects of my life. I had a lot of adventurous experiences, a lot of things that if someone had told me, I can't really go into like full details of some of these things, but trust me, they were adventurous experiences. Also, 2023 was a year where I learned the most lessons, mostly in my spiritual life and my professional career. I learned a lot. I got a lot of clarity on some of the confusing parts of these two aspects of my life. I got clarity on how to treat certain people, how to respond to certain situations, because like I said, I had a lot of experiences, right? They were new experiences, so it's not something I knew how to handle, right? Going through these experiences, some of them I handled them well, some of them I did not. And looking back now, I can see what I could have done better. In my career, one of the things that I got clarity about is where to go next. As a software engineer, right, you start out as a junior, you go to move to a mid-level, and then you move to a senior. And depending on maybe the company you work at, then you become a tech lead. And from there, what next? From tech lead or senior, there are two tracks that you can decide to go, right? There is the individual contributor track, and then there is the management track. I've always thought that I would end up in the principal engineer track rather than the engineering management track. But some of the experiences I got this year really opened my eyes, because I've been praying about it, that God, what do you want me to do? Should I do this or should I do that? And God basically crafted a particular situation to open my eyes and to reveal to me that this is the best path for you, right? So now I know for sure that this is what I want to do, right? I've made my decision between the IC track and the management track. Maybe I'll make another video to discuss that, but that's one of the things I got clarity on. Sometimes when I pray about a certain thing, and maybe I'm expecting that God will speak to me directly or reach out to me through one of my brothers and sisters, right? At times it just shows you rather than tell you. It shows you, and I thank God for granting me the grace to discern in that moment that this is what God was telling me. So another thing I got insights to is about my purpose, right? So I have a good idea of what my purpose is in life. At least I have a high level overview or high level idea of what it is, but exactly how it's going to play out, I have no idea, right? When it comes to purpose, God doesn't show you the whole picture. It shows you what you need to see at that point in time. So I've just been diligently waiting and following God's instruction. And part of the experiences I had this year, right, clarified what I need to do next year for me. And by the way, let me quickly mention that this YouTube channel is part of the things I started doing in line with my purpose. I think that's one of the more prominent ways that God speaks to me, through my own experiences, and He grants me the grace to be able to discern from these experiences what is God saying at this time. So right now, I have a good idea of what 2024 is going to look like for me. I know some of the things I have to put in place, some of the things I have to prepare for. So let me also say that one of the achievements that I'm proud of in the year 2023 is the fact that I read a book every single month of the year. So from January to December, I read one book per month, right? I know to some people this might not seem like a big achievement, but to me, because I wasn't much of a book reader, right? I love videos, right? And when I read books, they are mostly tech books. So anything that is not tech related, I most probably will not read the book, right? But God really helped me, and I had a coach to coach me through the whole process. So I've read at least 12 books this year, right? And those are the things that contributed to my growth. My mindset has changed. My views about certain things has really changed, right? And this was part of the goals I set at the beginning of the year. I wasn't able to achieve all my goals, but to a good extent, I was able to achieve some of them. So I'll still count that as a win. So in short, right, I would say 2023 was a year of growth for me. I experienced growth in several aspects of my life. Like I look at myself right now, I compare myself to how I was when 2023 started. There has been a lot of growth, a lot of transformation in different aspects of my life. And I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone that God has used to help me grow. There's no way I would have achieved the level of growth and transformation that I have achieved in this year if not for these people. Yes, God helped me, but God will not come down to come and help me. God used people, God used men. I think one of the things I'm grateful for this year is the gift of men. God just puts people around me to help me become what I need to become to achieve my own purpose, right? And I want to say a big thank you to everybody that God has used, every single person. I want to say a big thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for helping this little boy. Thank you so much for helping me grow. Also, let me take another moment to thank you guys that subscribe to the channel, that watch my videos. You guys are awesome. I mean, when I started this YouTube channel at the beginning of the year, I think it was around February, I didn't know what to expect. And I remember my coach told me that, see, if it's just 5 people that watch the videos, that's a way to start. And I remember that first video, it was a lot of people came in, a lot of people watched the videos. In fact, I go back and look at that video and I'm like, okay, what do people see in this video that make them watch it? But thank you guys. So as a takeaway from this video, let me say 2 or 3 things. The first is please set goals. As 2023 is going to an end and 2024 is starting, please set goals and make sure those goals are realistic, right? Remember I mentioned how I read at least 12 books this year, how I did this, how I did that. Some of these things were goals that I set at the end of 2022 that I want to achieve these things in 2023. You might end up not achieving everything, but even if you end up achieving just 20 or 30% of those goals, is still better than not setting any goals, because goals kind of give you a sense of direction. You have a template on how you do things and how you want things to move, right? So please set goals and make sure those goals are realistic. The second thing I would like to share is please do not live in isolation, right? Please do not live in isolation. I mentioned how there are people that God have used for me and people that God will still use, right? For some of us, there are people in our lives right now that God has intentionally placed them around us to help us grow, to help us become the person we need to be to achieve our purpose, right? But some people are ignorant of these people. Like, they don't know that, oh, this person is here to help me. Like, and because you don't know that this person is here to help you, you might end up messing up the relationship. Look at people that God has put in your life and ask God for discernment so that you can know which relationship to keep, which relationship not to keep. You can know which relationship to prioritize, because relationships are in grades. So I pray that God will give you guys grace to make use of the relationship He has put around you. There is more I would like to share. There's really a lot. There's a lot I really want to share, but that will be the end for this year. Next year is another year, and I believe that God has a lot in store for us. So please stay tuned to this channel. Share the channel, right? Please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because next year is going to be awesome. Next year is going to be great. So that will be all for this video. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking around till now. I hope it was value for your time. Once again, compliments of the seasons, guys. Let's enjoy the season, and don't forget that Jesus is the reason for the season. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be next year. Until we meet again, keep believing, keep growing, and keep glowing. Peace.